The windup and the 0-1. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
Third baseman.
Here's Miguel Sano. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Abreu in foul ground makes the play, and there are two gone now. So digging in now, Eddie Rosario. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up on the backhand. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored. Digging in the switch hitter, Yohan Moncada. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season. So perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top. And he will make it around as he gets in there at third on what was a terrible throw. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Coming to the plate now, Matt Davidson. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up. So I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this job.
Rosario is going to have room, however, as he makes the catch in deep left center field for the first out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Runner at first here, one man out. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Rosario. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. In now is Anthony Rendon. On the season, he's hitting just over 290 coming into action here. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 0-1, here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hard ground ball to third. Right to him. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Here's Brian Dozier now. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Batting fifth. First pitch
of the at-bat on its way. Joe Mauer comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
We are now watching him put on a clinic. This is exactly the way he loves to hit. Very patient, and now he's got a 2-0 count looking for his pitch.
3-0 now. And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And this is taken by Mauer. He's aboard. It's ball 4. At the plate, Logan Morrison. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Little dribbler back at him. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in, and the average isn't
Jason
pretty. Down
Castro.
into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Mauer is on his way home, and the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The designated hitter.
Striding in, Colby Rasmus. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Batting ninth.
Now batting, Jorge Polanco. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. In to score, the runner from second. And both runners will score as the lead changes hands here at 3-2.
Now batting.
Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is stepping into the box, number 26. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Grant is right there, and it's a very quick out, number 1. Stepping into the box, Adam Engel. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Morrison sprinting after it, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Dozier onto the grass. He makes the running play. 2 down. Now at the plate, Brendan Rodgers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Morrison. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Miguel Sano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Miguel Sano is retired to kick off the inning. Eddie Rosario is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Striding in once again, Brian Dozier. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tim Anderson. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw. And he's back into second here safely. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yohan Moncada,
second baseman,
as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And there's the fourth wide one, so now the double play perhaps in order with nobody out. This is line to left. Rosario has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number one. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Davidson. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. The runner scores from second. And to score is the runner from first. It's a 4-3 game. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. Ready with the 0-1. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Davidson rounds third and is digging for the plate. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Third baseman, number 8.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! At the plate, number 26. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Drilled to the left side. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. Now to the plate, Adam Engel comes set. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. In now, Brendan Rodgers.
Left fielder, Brendan Rodgers.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Joe Mauer. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Joe Mauer.
Line drive to center field. Engel is right there, one down. Now at the plate, Logan Morrison. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Lofted in the air out to right field. Morrison on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yohan Moncada. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Morrison racing back out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Man, he's flirting with danger. He gave up a home run on that very same pitch, and this time he comes right back with it in another dangerous location. He better be careful.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Matt Davidson. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Colby Rasmus. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Colby Rasmus.
Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The batter, number
Settling
11,
in now, Jorge Polanco. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rodgers is after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready for another shot now. Zach Grant, no hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rogers sprinting after it, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
This is popped up. Anderson is there for it. He makes the play, and digging in once again, Wilson Contreras. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Wilson Contreras.
Hard on the ground towards short. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Third baseman.
Ready
number
once
8.
again, Anthony Rendon. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Number 26.
Skied into straightaway right. Morrison has a play. 1 out. Digging in, Adam Engel. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Line towards center field. Grant is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now
Stepping in, Brendan
left fielder,
Rodgers. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a hard liner toward short. But the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the... Here's Miguel Sano. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Third baseman. Miguel.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Matt, he's throwing a lot of strikes. Very impressive, right? We just saw swing and miss. But he may be even more effective if every now and then he throws a ball that's out of the zone. Because they know he's in the zone. They're being really aggressive. If they have to think a little bit, it might not be a strike. It might be good for him.
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. He's through first and hustling for 2nd. Throw into 2nd, and he'll pull into 2nd here with nobody out. Ready for another shot now. Eddie Rosario. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Rosario.
This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. Rogers moves over. He's got it 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to 2nd base. Here's Brian Dozier now. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Now a swing and a fly ball. Center fielder coming on, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. A pause, and the 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder has a beat on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from 2nd. And he will make it back to 2nd and be content with holding on there.
Now batting.
So here's Joe Mauer. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And here's a ball hit in the air. And they can't run it down.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Sano rounds the corner and is headed home. And the runner scores from 2nd as they chip into the deficit here. Ready for another chance? Logan Morrison. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Good lead off at 2nd there. Now the pitch. Bounce towards the mound, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Shot back up the middle. Engel is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Digging in once again.
For the White Sox, the shortstop,
into the windup and the pitch. fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Morrison. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Yohan Moncada. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Drilled on the ground is short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready once again, Jose Abreu. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grant is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch. Jason Castro. The catcher is in. 1 for 2 on his line. Patrick Corbin enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work. Number 43 is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Right fielder giving chase. 1 out. Digging in to try it again, Colby Rasmus. A hit in 2 tries so far. Fouled back. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. This is pulled into right, and Rasmus is going to reach. It's a base hit. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat is lifted in the air out to left. Rogers is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out. Now batting, Zach Grant.
Center fielder, Zach Grant.
Chopped weakly to the right, but that one rolls foul. Runner goes for second. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. And this one gets away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here. From the stretch. Pulled toward right center field. Engel is in pursuit. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the... Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Davidson. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Hot shot on the ground is short. To his left, Polanco throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And now the second pitch of the inning is popped up high in the air over toward the right side of the infield. Under it is Dozier, and there are 2 away now. In now is Anthony Rendon. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. Striding in once again, number 26. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to right. Morrison will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Coming to the plate now, Miguel Sano. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And the inning will begin with a fly ball out to straightaway right. Number 26 has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Standing in, Eddie Rosario. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Lifted into center field. Engel has it in his tracks. 2 down. Here's Brian Dozier now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Takes this the other way to right. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So here's Joe Mauer. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rogers Moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Now at the plate, Adam Engel. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Grant, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. Coming to the plate now, Brendan Rodgers. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air to right field. Morrison giving chase. 2 gone. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First delivery to him on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Fastball in there for a called strike. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Grant. And that retires the side. Ready now. Logan Morrison. He'll be charged. Enrique Burgos comes on to start the inning, and he'll have a huge lead to work with. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Anderson flings it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. At the plate, number 43 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Abreu has room in foul territory. 0-2, here it is. Got him. Digging in and looking for more, Colby Rasmus. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Swung on and missed for the first strike. 0-1, here it comes. And that's cut on and missed, so now the Twins are down to their final strike here. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when Minnesota, good night. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox. 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Twins.